here with us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please, Darren.
Thank you, ma'am. The importance of artificial intelligence and machine learning cannot be overstated in today's world. These transformative technologies have significant implications across various industries and aspects of our lives. Now, I would request our esteemed guest, Dr. Princy Randhawa, to come on the stage and enlighten us all with her wise words. Please have a big round of applause.
Uh, First of all, very good morning to all and Assalamu alaikum. Uh, it's a great introduction of me, and thank you to all for such a I came here yesterday, so it was a great hospitality actually I got from Kashmir. So much love, so which I never expected. So such a lovely place, and that too, I am from J&K only. I am from Jammu. So this is the first visit to Kashmir. So so now, after my introduction, I ma'am already briefed about my introduction, but I just want to tell about myself again. So I am Dr. Princy Randhawa, working in the Department of Mechatronics Engineering. So anyone knows mechatronics? What is mechatronics? Because I am teaching in the Department of Mechatronics, so you should know actually what is in this department. Any idea? Yeah, actually, mechatronics, it's a combination of mechanical, electronics, and computer science, and the most important is robotics and automation, right? So that's a new branch actually, that is mechatronics engineering. So I'm working in this department, and also I'm holding an additional responsibility also here as an assistant director in the Directorate of Alumni Relations. So, now you can see my topic here, artificial intelligence in women's safety. So I can see here a lot of women here, and to know the strength of women also here, I thought I should present such a topic which should be helpful to the women. Not only actually women, this application can also be helpful in other applications also, right? So being a woman also, I was I wanted to do something for the women. So this is my topic actually, artificial intelligence and women's safety. So I hope everyone knows about artificial intelligence and machine learning, right? Yes or no? So you all from, which year? Second year or first year? Okay, fine. So I'll just start with my contents, like what all I'll be talking about. So before starting any topic, I just want to start with the one quote, that is, peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of creative alternatives for responding to probable conflict. That was given by Dorothy Thompson. So what actually I want to convey through this quote is that even if we don't have a conflict in it doesn't assure you a peace. So even we have a conflict also, like we cannot assure like there will be a peace. So there will be a violence will also be there. Same way, this is the actually the topic which I am presenting, that is the core of the solution towards the problem of the violence against the vulnerable. Like if the woman is being attacked, so what is the system which we can have like to safeguard to for the women's safety. So this is the actually topic which I'll be talking about. So what is the motivation actually behind this topic? You must have heard about this case, Nirbhaya case, right? When it happened, year what, 2012, right? So after that Nirbhaya case, like I was very it was such a unfortunate incident happened, not only the India, but it shook the entire world, right? So after that incident, like I mean, this thing was in my mind, like what I can do actually for the women, right? So you can see, like in the graph, like after the 2012, you can see most of the cases being reported here. Can you just see the graph, right? But this graph is falling. What does it mean? Means the convicted rate was less. The most of the cases was reported, but the convicted rate was less. It was falling. So what was the reason behind that? Like why it was happening? So that was the motivation behind my journey, my PhD journey. To took I took this as a topic of my PhD. So like you can see, I just want to one example. Suppose if the woman is being attacked, right? Or if anyone is being assaulted, so what happens actually? The woman cannot actually like it she becomes overpowered after a short resistance, right? So what happens actually? She cannot actually press a button. Like we have different kinds of gadgets, we have different kinds of services available, right? We have SOS I'll talk about that services also. So we have SOS service. You just have to press a button, so that message will go to that guardian, and the like police will call, right? This happens, right? So but at the time of struggle, what happens? Like she cannot that press the button. So we should have that kind of system, like which will quantify the data, right? Yes or no? See, that data should automatically, that signal automatically should go to the police or to some guardian, right? So we want that kind of system. Yes. So using that technology, we have developed something like which will detect the signal, analyze the signal, and transmit that information to that particular person. So this was the whole idea of the research, right? So you can see the gadget, it should not require human trigger, which I talked about. We should not press a button. It should automatically, like the message should go to that particular person. So it should provide a quantifiable data of physical motion. The gadget should provide stretch, pressure. So it means in your the clothes or whatever the person is wearing, they should have some kind of sensors. Like we can have stretch sensors, we can have pressure sensors, we can have orientation sensors. So what will happen when there will be a struggle, like when the person, when the offender will try to struggle with that woman, the signal will automatically go, right? The woman, she don't have to press a button. So this was the idea about this research. So it should provide a quantifiable data of physical motion, and the gadget should a reactive system against physical movement. So you can see in the market we have different kinds of gadgets available. Have you heard about any gadgets for women's safety? Anyone? Maybe like someone must be using also from girls. Are you using any gadget? Even guys also, they have their like sisters or mother. Pepper spray, है ना? Pepper spray you must have. So you can see we have different kinds of gadgets which is available, like which is created for the protection of women. We have pepper spray, we have safety torch. I'll talk about those. This gadgets also. So we have different kinds of gadgets. Now, if we talk about the survey also, it's if I'll talk about the Delhi only, you can see like there are still 91% of women, they still feel unsafe if they opt for any public transport. Like most of the women, they are opting for auto rickshaws, cabs, and all, right? So they still feel unsafe, especially in Delhi. You can see like a lot of cases we are like hearing from like Delhi state, UP, and all. So even after that Nirbhaya case, even the government has tried, our Home Minister Rajnath Singh in 2015, they actually launched one app, that was the Himmat app. Anyone heard about this Himmat app? No. So there was one app actually, Himmat, but it couldn't do anything. It was failed because if we talk about Delhi population, 19 million population, only 30,000 were registered in that app. So it was of no use, right? So it was failed. So we have like a lot of surveys which shows that still there are still something we have to do for the women's safety. So, as I talk about, like we have different safety gadgets and apps available. So, this is first, you all know about the SOS, right? SOS service. So you just have to press button, like you can see in your mobile. So if you press thrice, so that SOS service will be active, and automatically that message will go to the guardian. So this is the SOS. This is the most common service which we use for the safety. Then anyone heard about this My Safety Pin? If you don't know, you should actually download this app, My Safety Pin. So this is actually app. So in this app, if the person is going to the incorrect path, like, because we have to mention the path, what is the like your daily path. If that person is going to incorrect path, that message will go to that loved ones. So this is the message. And also if there is any nearby restaurants or any public transports available or not, so that also this app will tell you about that. Okay. So this is the second app. Then Shiros is another app. Like if you have any, that this is typically mainly for the women. If you want to share anything, if you have any kind of problem, you can share in this app. So some consultant or some psychologist, they will contact you. So this is also for women. Then Be Safe. It gives you the live location, or it will GPS tracking, and even if they have a panic button also. So there are different kinds of apps available. So I won't go into detail. Directly I'll go into my research. So this was the apps, and then we have different kinds of gadgets also. So maybe you must have heard about 2 or 3 gadgets from here, right? So we have like SafeLet. SafeLet, you can see the this is visible, no? My arrow is not visible. Okay, so you can see this first. This is the SafeLet. So this is kind of a bracelet. You just have to press twice, so automatically that message will go to the loved one. So this is the SafeLet. Then you have you must have heard about this pepper spray pistol. And but the thing is, if you press this pistol for like 6 seconds, it will empty. So you just have to make sure ki just press once, right? So this is the paper spray. Then we have lipstick shaped flashlight. This has a actually intensity of 180 lumens, so it will like when you flash this light to offender, this automatically that person will be like irritated. So this is the third app. Then we have safety torch with shock, and then safety rod, sonata watch, smart pendant. So everything like it is related to some shock and all only. Then we have smart pendant, revolvers, sound grenade, e-alarm, personal safety. So these are the few gadgets which are available for women's safety. Now, so now I'll go main into the this research, because you are mostly from MCA, so you must have heard about this machine learning and this artificial intelligence, how we can use this technology into wearables, right? So first of all, what is actually wearables? Any idea what is wearables? What is this wearable technology? E-textile, smart textile? Any idea? Any idea? Anyone? Okay. So this wearable technology, we can say it's a kind of technology which we worn actually on the body, but it is in this wearables we have electronic components are embedded into the clothing only, right? So we have different kinds of sensors are embedded into your clothes, right? So we have which will detect the signals, which will analyze, and it can transmit the information also. So that is your wearables. But the thing is, we have actually sensors, but how it will process the information, how it will transmit to your processing unit. So, you must have heard about the microcontrollers, right? Have you heard about microcontrollers? Okay. So there is a microcontroller where all the information will be processed there, right? So then from after processing, so then this comes AI and machine learning, right? So I'll talk about this later. So this is your wearable technology. Now you can see here we have different you can see the diagram also. We have number of projects which have been doing using, we also call it as a e-textile and smart fabrics. Why we call it as smart fabrics? Because we have sensors are embedded into the fabric itself. So we have like a lot of projects have been done using this, like your like Wealthy. Wealthy is nothing which will actually detect. We have a sensors and which will detect all the biomedical parameters. What kind of parameters, biomedical parameters we can sense? You have a smartwatch. What all parameters we measure? Same way, this is actually a smartwatch. If all these sensors are embedded into the fabric itself, so same way, like you can measure your heart rate, your sleep pattern, your calories burned and all. So that is your Wealthy project. Then we have your Marmoth project. In the diagram you can see what is this Marmoth project which is going on. That is it gives you the lighting. So according to the environment, the lighting will change, and the music also, you can change the music and all. Even like now this Google also has started one project, Jacquard project, with Levi's. So you can take the calls from the fabric itself. So that is a new project. So that is your Marmoth project. Then we have Biotech's project, which will tell you if any harmful substances are present in the body. That is your Biotechs. Then we have we have different kinds of project, Microflex, Avalon. And then you can see nowadays we are using this chip also. This also comes into your wearable technology. You can use this as a tattoo, so you can measure the blood pressure and your diabetes and anything, right? So these all comes under your smart wearable technology, right? Now next is how we can this I have already told you about how can we make this fabric to a smart fabric. How we can make this of any fabric into a smart fabric? By adding the sensors, by adding the electronic components, right? So you can see we have, if we talk about only fabric, right? So if we talk about only fabric, so we should have actually the stretch sensors, pressure sensors, accelerometers. But then how we can connect those sensors with each other? How we can connect? We have different kinds of sensors on the clothing, but how we'll connect? How the signals will go to one sensor to another sensor and to processing unit? Wi-Fi, तो like it will come later. So there is actually if we talk about other hardware also, उसमें you can see we have a wires, right? But यहाँ पे wires कहाँ से आएगा? So we have actually the conductive fiber, conductive thread, which has a electric you can see which has a electric field inside, and that signal will go to, I'll talk about this conductive thread also, because the project which we have done, so in that we have used a conductive thread, right, instead of wires. So we'll use conductive elastic yarns for interconnection of all the sensors and the processing unit which will process the data. Now, if we talk about the history of wearable technology, so this was started actually in 1960s. First wearable computer was created by Edward. So how he used that wearable technology? He used this to help the gamblers to cheat at the roulette. You have seen that roulette, right? So first computer was developed, for wearable computer was developed that time. So then it was evolved. Now we have a Google Glass. You must have heard about this AR VR technology. Have you heard about this AR VR? What is that AR VR? Any idea? AR VR? Augmented reality, virtual reality. Have you heard about this technology? Snapchat. Snapchat may use different kinds of like faces and all. What is that actually? Pokemon, have you played any time this Pokemon game? Usme bhi they are using this augmented reality. See, I'll just tell you because you should know about the latest technology. What is this AR and VR? Virtual reality means virtual. Like, so you play video games, right? So if we have one virtual world and you can go into that virtual place, that is your virtual reality. What is augmented reality? If the same place we can have a tiger here, we same like Pokemon. So that is your augmented reality. It means we are augmenting something into the same place, right? Like now a lot of this technology actually in your many construction companies, they are using actually in the apartments, this AR and VR. So this is the actually history of wearable technology. Now in the COVID, you now also I can see the mask, right? So now how this wearable technology is using in mask also. If we use the same common mask, you can see you have like rashes, headaches and all, right? So for that we have like different types of actually ear mask. We call it as atom ear mask, which actually has a air purifier. It has two filters, HEPA filter and carbon filter, right? What it does is this HEPA filter, it will purify all the airborne particles. It is like 99.97. It will remove all, and it has a carbon filter which will remove all the odors and harmful substances like in the environment. So this is the technology. After the COVID, they have started this mask. So see, you can see this technology actually how it is like evolving, right? This wearable technology, and that too with the, now we have IoT also. Have you heard about IoT? Wearable technology with IoT. That's a huge, right? So now I've discussed a lot of examples with you now using this wearable technology. So these are the few more examples where we can use this. Abhi tak to we have only talked about the healthcare, right? So you can see this wearable technology can be used for your fitness tracker, like long-term health monitoring. We can use this for posture recognition, fall detection, and medical automation, and for safety surveillance, security and surveillance also, and especially in education also. Now we are using this technology in education. But today I'll be talking about this in terms of the safety. So you can see our application is women safety, how we can use this technology for the safety of a woman. So you can see from 2020 after your COVID, how this technology is evolving, the growth of this wearable technology, and especially in your if we talk about lifestyle, fitness, in entertainment mein we are using Google glasses, AR VR technology, in gaming, and what kind of actually sensors we are using. Like you can see here in this pie chart, we can actually have those sensors onto the arm, body, chest, legs. If we talk about the fall detection, that we can actually place sensors on the legs. So according to the application, we can place those sensors, right? Now comes into women safety application. Can you just see this figure carefully? You can see the posture is same, right? In the first figure, the lady is dancing, right? In the second figure, she is struggling, but the posture is same, right? Yes or no? But now how your machine will tell how it will differentiate between this complex activity, whether the person is dancing or the person is being attacked? This is our actually problem, right? Because machine should understand, right? If the woman is being assaulted, if the woman is being attacked, how my data will automatically detect and it will go to that person, right? So my actually the cloth which I am wearing, that should actually send my data automatically, right? So there comes a machine learning. So how we can actually train our model, how can we train our machine which can classify between these two activities, right? So this is the challenge which will classify your complex human activity between normal action and resistance to assault. Am I going fast or Are you understanding what I'm okay? So if I am talking about, if I'm talk about your women safety, we have actually different kinds of fabrics which is already available, like your shield text is available. You can see this first diagram which is embedded with same which I was talking about, the conductive thread. It is embedded with conductive thread, which will create an electric field around your this clothing. And if that cloth is being touched by any person, what will happen? The field will be disrupted and the alarm will be triggered. Somewhere the alarm will trigger, in some clothing it will give a shock, right? So these kind of fabrics are already available, right? So this is the first smart fabric. And then we have dress for success. This is actually, dress is equipped with a GPS tracker and a panic button. So whenever any such things, whenever the woman feels like she's unsafe, she can press that from clothing only, so that that message will go to that person. Then we have another like your safe skin. If the material, if the clothing is it is actually resistance to cuts and tears. If any tear is in your clothing, so then also it is actually equipped with a reflective strip, so that that will go again to the person. Then we have another telesensla, that is when the fabric comes in contact with the water, it will indicate the woman is being assaulted. So there are different kinds of already fabrics are available. Now the question is, how we can identify where the sensors can be placed, right? This is the first question. If we talk about this application, so we should identify where we can place the sensor, then only we can do some hardware or software implementation. Actually, if we talk about reality, this is the whole mechatronics project, right? We are talking about electronics also, we are talking about the computer science, right? So this is the mechatronics. So first is the identify the areas on the body where the sensors can be placed, and in this we have actually implemented a jacket for the data collections. We have a jacket, smart jacket, which will transmit the data to the to do some, to classify between those two activities. So various experiments have been conducted using this technology or machine learning. So we have actually deployed a table, sensor activation table, which I'll talk about in the future slides. So now you can see, if we are talking about this application, where we can actually place sensors if the person is being attacked. We have done actually various studies. We have even that Nirbhaya case also, I have seen how that incident happened. So after the survey, we have identified these are the places where we can actually place those sensors on the jacket. We have your stretch sensors, we have your pressure sensors, we have your Flora microprocessor. Microprocessor is nothing, the data which is coming from the stretch sensors, that will go to the microprocessor, where the data will be stored, right? Now, so you can see this is actually the hardware implementation which we did. You can see we have actually placed those sensors. We have placed on the elbow, we have placed on the, because if the person is being attacked, so automatically she'll try to escape, right? It will automatically, first it will go here and a hand, so it will try to escape. So we have your pressure sensors here, stretch sensors here. So the data automatically, data will be stored in your microprocessor. So the primary requirement was a jacket which have a fabric sensors woven onto a strategic locations where physical movements could be recorded. So you can see these are the fabric sensors which is available, right? Actually we didn't we got these sensors from outside, from Italy. We have not got these sensors here in India. So these are the Flora sensors, which is mainly for the fabric itself. We have your accelerometer. Accelerometer is nothing. We have three kinds of orientation. We have XYZ orientation. If there is any orientation movement here, so we can get a data. We have your, as you talked about the Bluetooth. We have a Bluetooth also. So now, we have identified the like position where we can place the sensor. Now what is the second thing? What is the second thing? First objective was to identify the areas, right? Now what is the next thing we can do? What kind of sensors? Okay, what kind of sensors? I have already discussed actually regarding that. We have your stress sensors, we have AMG, that is accelerometer, magnetometer, gyroscope, and we have your pressure sensors, right? But how we will come to know? We have different kinds of these sensors, but how we will come to know which sensor is good for our application? We have to do some experiments, right? Yes or no? How we can validate our data? So what we did is we have done like some experiments. So we came to know we have done the stretch versus resistance. When we are stretching, how much resistance? Actually, everything is electronics here only, right? So when I am stretching, my resistance will change, right? So we have identified this. You can see this red graph. This was the actually fabric which we have used for application. That was our fabric was made up of your silver, your nylon, and your rayon fabric. So here we actually used two things: your linearity and repeatability. Have you heard about these terms, linearity and repeatability? You don't know, like little bit electronics thing. Only computer science. Okay. So what is actually repeatability? When I'm doing some experiment. So for first time actually I've done some experiment. If every time I'm getting the same result, that is your repeatability. Suppose first time I'm doing some experiment, after 3 days it is giving different result. So that is it means I am not able to validate that data, right? So my system should be repeatable, right? So this was the first experiment which we have done. And then the linearity. It means when I'm stretching that fabric, my resistance should change linearly, right? It should be straight line, or like it should not be when I am stretching, then again my resistance will decrease. It should increase, right? So according to these two criteria, we have selected the fabric. now the next thing is pressure sensors. We have not actually got readily made pressure sensors. So we actually handcrafted those sensors, pressure sensors. So how we actually created those sensors, you can see we were having actually this conductive fabric. So inside that conductive fabric, we have used this pressure sensors, right, which will give us good results. That we have used as a pressure sensors. Now the same questions, how we actually connected all those sensors? How we can connect all those sensors? Conductive thread, right? Conductive thread, or we can have conductive bus lines. So we have created this bus lines was created using a buckram iron roll used to stiffen that collar, and the material is stiff and can be easily ironed on the jacket to stick permanently. So we have created this conductive fabric which can sense the data, which can transmit the data from all the sensors, and it will stored into your microprocessor for some processing. So when we have a data, so that using that data we can apply machine learning, right? So this is the whole, actually I won't go into detail, it's just all electronics thing. How we have designed this circuit diagram. Actually in this we have used one software, Easy EDA simulator, for this whole electronic design. You can see here we have this circle one, it's a microprocessor. We have like resistance here, we have multiplexers, we have different kinds of sensors, like using for the circuit diagram. Now this was the whole model. What is data acquisition? Any idea what is data acquisition? Because you are from MCA or BCA, you must have heard about this term. What is data acquisition? Collection of data. See, you can see how we have different. We have pressure sensors, we have stress sensors, we have this microprocessor. How we can collect that data? How we can acquire that data and store in that microprocessor, right? So that is your data acquisition model. So now the next is we have identified the area, we have identified the sensor. What is my next step? What should be my next step? Process the data, hai na? But again there is a problem. There is a difference between the real time environment and the laboratory experiment, right? Because I had to use this application for my real time practical implementation. Yes or no? So that is why we have deployed this model. You can see it's a controlled experiment and uncontrolled experiment. What is actually controlled environment? You can see controlled environment or laboratory setup. Because in your laboratory setup, if we are if some person is wearing that jacket and we have to do some experiment, we are just instructing that person to do some activity, right? Yes or no? It will everything will be simulated. Right? It won't be a real time, right? You can the subject is only one type, because that posture is also matters, that gender also matters. So the subject is given a set of instructions and the range of operation for each activity, and the training data is biased. What is this training and testing data? आप लोगों ने पढ़ा है ना मशीन लर्निंग एंड एआई? Any, but you heard about this, no? Machine learning. What is this machine learning and AI? Any idea about machine learning? I think first I should go to machine learning then. Any idea, anyone? In layman terms, what is that machine learning? See, if we have lot of, if I am using the smartwatch, okay, smartwatch mein like I am having a lot of data, right? Whether it's a heart rate, whether it's a calories burned, whether it's a sleep pattern, mere paas we have a lot of data. What I can do with what is the most costly thing now? Data. For everything, like they are asking to fill some form, they are collecting the data, every app. Most costly thing, most expensive thing now, data. So if we have a lot of data, what we can do with that data? What we can do with that data? We can predict something, right? We can train our model so that, like suppose weather forecast. What is that weather? How they are doing weather forecasting? After seeing the previous data, they are predicting after 2-3 days whether it will be rain, whether it will be sunny. How it is happening? And there is one more a very good example of your machine learning is your spam and non-spam mails. How the machine knows like whether your mail is spam or not spam. That is, they are getting it is getting trained through your machine learning, right? So same way we are also training our model. How we can classify? I have showed you here those two diagrams, right? Whether the person is dancing or whether the person is being being attacked, right? Because the action is same. How the machine will come to know? So that is through our model, because we are training our model, we are training using some experiments so that it can predict later on when the woman is being attacked. It will show, okay, there are 70 or 80% chances that the person that woman is being attacked. Yes or no? So the same way we are doing. So this was I was talking about the controlled experiment. That was the laboratory setup. Then we have the uncontrolled experiment. If you have to implement the same thing using a real-time environment or the real-time application. So of course, when I am training some model, my accuracy will be more because I am giving my instruction to the machine to get trained. Right? You can see the accuracy will be 95%. But if I use the same thing in the uncontrolled experiment, in the practical implementation, my accuracy will be reduced. Because in this, I am not giving instruction. The subject can be anyone, right? So this was the challenge. How can we increase the accuracy when we are using this application for the real-time environment? So this was the challenging task for us. So if we talk about the whole AI, what's the difference between AI and ML? AI and ML and deep learning? Because being a MC and BCA student, you should know about this. What is the difference between AI and ML? See, ML is the subset of AI. AI is the everything. In AI, we have your machine learning, we have deep learning, we have computer vision, and now ChatGPT. Have you heard about ChatGPT? What is that? Actually, it's a subset of deep learning. So we are going into like deeper. Generative transformer. What is that actually? ChatGPT. How it is working? I don't have time. Otherwise, I could have showed you that also. Like what all you can do with that. We have now a lot of AI tools which can be used. That is like in this machine learning, we are just classifying, right? But using your ChatGPT, we are creating a new content. That is the ChatGPT. That is the subset of your deep learning. So first is your AI. Under AI, we have a machine learning. Under machine learning, we have a deep learning. And under your deep learning, we had ChatGPT. Right? Okay. So back to this, how your machine learning actually works. You can see we have this jacket. This is the prototype. And we use different type of data using these sensors. Then after getting a sensor, we cannot use the raw data, right? We cannot use that कि data आ गया machine learning लगा दिया. We cannot use that, right? Even if you use Excel also, एक Excel sheet मिला, तो उसको आप क्या करते हो? Raw data को. You do processing, right? First filter out that data, है ना? You clean the data. Same way here also we clean the data where there are different kinds of techniques we use, like we have segmentation technique, windowing. I won't go into detail that. So we do processing, we do clean the data. Then we have like suppose we have hundreds of features, right? So we'll see which feature is important for us to classify this activity. We use feature selection. We have then after feature selection we have feature engineering. That is now if you see I told you about my department Mechatronics. If you go outside, they have different branch now. Feature engineering. Even I've heard about like some university they are actually planning to start prompt engineering using this ChatGPT. We have this prompt engineering branch also now. Maybe in future they are planning. So feature engineering. So in this we use what kind of features are so what kind of features actually important. Then we cannot actually directly classify. We have different kinds of models, different kinds of algorithms which we use to classify. So we'll use those algorithms. Then we can classify between these two activities. Okay, so this is the like very interesting thing. Okay, how can you what you can actually can understand with this table? Can anybody tell me? This is the whole thing actually, how your model is working. Can anybody tell me what is this? See, after like model, you can see attack and normal. Suppose in real the person is being attacked. If it is showing attack only with my model, it means it is true positive. It is predicting right, correct, right? So that we call it as a true positive. What if the person is attacked but it is showing normal? Is it a good thing or bad? Which is better actually? False positive is better or your false negative? Both are negative actually, but still which one is better? False positive or false negative? False? How? Because if the person is attacked, it is showing normal. That's a question, na? But if it is normal showing a 10, then the person will be like conscious, right? Right. So it is your model should be true positive. I think like it's a boring. Like people are leaving. Is it boring? Because it's a real implementation. What we did actually right from the hardware to software. So you should know actually this technology also. So our model should be give the result true positive, true negative, or it can be false, but it should not be false positive. right? So this is actually my application. If we talk about in health terms, if the person is sick or not sick, if I'll take that, if it is sick and showing not sick, that is also your false positive. If the person is not sick and showing sick, okay, he can take the medicine, or he can be like he'll be aware before. So this is the actually my whole model works, right? So these are the few terms. Like you can see, we have once we apply the model, we actually find out these things: accuracy, recall, precision, F1 score. According to this score, we can check the evaluation or model, whether how good it is my model, right? So if I talk about my model, you can see, when actually what is this A1 to A6, there are different kinds of experiments we have done. A1 is the first, this is nothing but your activity. We have implemented 6 activities. When the person is sitting, standing, walking, tango dancing, the figure which I showed you, that is tango dancing. And the last is your A6, is the person is being attacked. So we have actually experimented with 6 activities. So what is actually it showing? Suppose it is A1 and it is showing A1 only, means if the person is sitting and it is showing sitting only, so I'll get 100%. Suppose if I am getting the person is standing and it is showing sitting, so this is red is nothing but your error. So accordingly it will show you the error. So these are the various algorithms which we have implemented using uncontrolled and the controlled experiment. So what was the uncontrolled? Real one. So you can see my accuracy was reduced. So when I tried with the control environment, it was 99% also, but it should be implemented in the real one. So you can see with the control environment, the same algorithm which I am using, it's 97.6 and here is 83.9. So this only actually we tried to increase the accuracy. We have used different kinds of processing. We have used different kinds of algorithm and different types of techniques to increase my accuracy. So this was my whole project. So if you have any questions, we can any questions? Actually, if you have time, I just want to go through your machine learning concepts also. Like if yes or no, I have that PPT also. Are you? Because I have showed you full application. Next time, do you know how to use ChatGPT? Okay, with what all? Okay, random thing. What all actually AI tools are available? Other than ChatGPT? See, it should be an interactive session now. Now it's over. Now we can have an informal discussion. Okay, other than ChatGPT, anyone? Are you using ChatGPT? For what? Assignments. Just for assignments. Copy paste. Yes, please. Any questions, anyone?
What are the precautions for men?
You mean to say like this is application only for women? You are asking see, it can be used for your child bullying also, child trafficking. There also we can use this application. Robbery. So I am mainly focused on, but the same technology can be used for different applications. And this wearable technology can be used for your fall detection also for elderly patient. Right? There's some person, they cannot actually walk. So when the person being fall, it will detect the signal that that person is being fall. So it will go to the doctor. So same way, wearable technology we are using. So I have just focused on this. Any other question? Okay, I was talking about chats. We have Bard also, Google's Bard. Have you heard about Bard? That is better than ChatGPT. Bard. We have actually number of AI tools now, not only ChatGPT and Bard. So like for your video creations, for your content creations, for your even there is one actually very good AI tool. You can. Are you using LinkedIn? Everyone? If you are not using, you must have that LinkedIn account. See, actually, I got like, I mean, lot of benefit from LinkedIn. So everyone should have a LinkedIn account. Okay, any questions? See, this is now informal. If you have any questions, you can ask. Anyone? I mean, interested in research? How the research is? How we can do research? कोई डाउट ही नहीं है. See, I'll be happy to answer. Like,
good afternoon. See, the fact is, if you are given the privilege to ask questions, this is the time to learn. Once you move to the corporate world, tomorrow you may not be in a position to ask those questions. Be very honest and frank. So this is the time when you are being privileged to ask questions. Most faculty member, and on a dice will ask you, you can ask me any questions. Trust me. So this is the boom time for you. You need to ask as many questions as you can, and don't feel shy. It's a learning process. You are students and you are teachers and then resource persons. So try to ask genuine questions, at least that will construct your knowledge base, and then you will be getting benefited in due course of time. I hope you ask so many questions. I know for sure that you will have so many questions in the mind. Don't feel shy, because you are being given this chance and the privilege to ask this time. Tomorrow, once you are completing your degree and moving into the corporate world, I swear you are not in a position to ask a question to even your immediate, the boss or your colleague. No, he'll say no, he has not learned at that time. So this is the time you are learning. So take this opportunity and ask the genuine questions which are connecting to the topic by the resource person. Thank you.
yes, please. You all want placements, or anyone wants to? I mean, go outside and have their masters or I mean higher studies. Yeah. See, then only because I should know your problems, then only we can have some collaborations. And what are the problems you are facing? You need like placement assistance, or you need like research. So I should know. Then only we can do something for you. I can see like a lot of you don't know. I mean, this machine learning and AI. We have a lot of things like a lot of new technologies, AR, VR. We have now. So even like most of you don't know about the Chat GPT. Also, how we can actually effectively use that Chat GPT not only for copy pasting for assignments. Anyone using for emails, creating emails? We have different kinds of like apps for that now, AI tools. So you don't want any kind of assistance? So I think everyone is very they are satisfied with their placements, everything. Because I am here because I want to do something for my state. My like Kashmir should come out actually. What I actually was talking to sir also. What is lacking here is the skills and exposure. Why you all go to other states only? Everything should come here only, no? So that is why I'm here. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
First of all, I'm thrilled to you having here. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think we are running in the digital world. Isn't we missing something that moral values?
Moral values.
Moral values. We was talking about women's safety.
Actually, your voice is not clear. That can you don't use the mic actually, because it is. Can anybody repeat actually? With the-
सिंपल ये है कि हम अभी ये
don't use mic actually. It is like.
मैम आप अभी वुमेन सेफ्टी के बारे में
Yes. Yeah.
मुझे लग रहा है इन डिजिटल वर्ल्ड वे आर मिसिंग मोरल वैल्यूज
More moral values. How you can.
we don't have the moral values I think we are supposed to do this.
No, you mean to say we don't have such kind of things like we.
Means मैम अभी हम
His question is like we are moving into the digital
Digital
world.
world, yeah.
So we must focus simultaneously. We must focus on moral values, traditional moral values, rather than be defensive. Rather, we should be proactive in our moral values so that that inculcation.
Yeah, I got it.
Things don't happen.
But see, okay, for maybe like for you, like in Kashmir, it's fine. But if we talk about other states, we cannot actually inculcate this moral values to everyone, right? If you talk about Bihar, this Delhi state, so what will happen there? They are illiterate people, right? See, actually, now why we have created this system? This system will act as a deterrence. So what do you mean by the deterrence? Means the person will be scared to do such kind of activity. It will not be like 100% will be solved. So it will be like he will think like 100 times like, okay, whether I should like do such kind of thing or not. So it will act as a deterrence. It will not be completely stopped. And regarding that moral value, so like nobody can do anything. It's actually it's hereditary.
Ma'am, actually, as far as your research is considered, within 5 minutes of time, we can sense that a lot of hard work has gone into it, and it's really a practical thing which can be moved to the different direction. My question is that this research can be, if we will divert it a bit, it can be used in the patients. Suppose we have some patients where insulin is to be given. So these sensors can be used which constantly monitor the data. If the level goes down, the insulin is automatically injected in the body of the patient.
Yeah, I have showed you, sir. We have like now we have tattoos, right? I've showed you one diagram. So this will we have actually in that tattoo already chip is embedded into the tattoo itself. So automatically that data will go to that particular doctor only when the insulin level will go down and all. So we have different kinds of like not only in healthcare, we have different kinds of applications. In the starting only I told you I am talking only about the safety thing now. So if I'll talk about this artificial intelligence or wearable technology in healthcare, even in education also now we have like lot of things. We have we get a there will be a scope of continuous improvement. We get a feedback. Continuous feedback we can get from this wearable technology if we use this smart fabrics. So not only in safety, not only healthcare, everywhere we have this technology, especially after your COVID. See, I've talked about this mask also, right? So now that we have this issue, rashes and headaches and all, so that is why now they have come up with this new mask. Maybe like after few years we'll have another thing. So I've talked about your Jacquard project also. Instead of now you are taking calls from the smartwatch and your fitness trackers also. Now after that we'll have the clothing smart fabric. You can take the calls from the fabric like Jacquard project. They are collaborating with the Levi's. So we are just evolving this technology. So we can now wearable technology, IoT, machine learning. Then you can think of what will happen like after this few years. You know what IoT, Internet of Things. So now actually not internet thing, now Internet of Everything actually. It means every device is now connected to your internet. That is Internet of Everything. अभी Internet of Things का ज़माना पीछे रह गया. Internet of Everything आ गया. ठीक है? So when all these technologies clubs together, so we can do a lot of things. Right. So this is just one example, yeah, like how I am using this technology for the women's safety, because I have seen like being a woman, so I wanted to talk about this technology. So if you don't have any questions, so we can close this. But I am ready to ready to help, you can take my number and email ID. If you write an email, like I can respond to accordingly. Like if you need assistance from research, because I'm into research also. I have a lot of contacts also outside. I have done a lot of international collaborations with industries, even government and private also. So I can help you for the placements also. Right? Thank you. I wanted to discuss this also. I think you don't want this machine learning now. Maybe some other time. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to express my deepest appreciation to our esteemed guests for the enlightening speech and thought-provoking discussion. Your knowledge and passion has inspired us all. Now, with this, I would like to request Ms. Asifa ma'am from Computer Science Department to come on the stage for the deliverance of vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Today we had the incredible opportunity to listen to a captivating guest lecture on the revolutionary topic of artificial intelligence by Ms. Princy Randhawa. It's with immense gratitude and pleasure that I stand before you to deliver this vote of thanks on behalf of the IITM fraternity. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to our esteemed guest, Ms. Princy Randhawa, for gracing us with her knowledge, insights, and expertise. Her engaging and informative lecture on AI has left an incredible mark on AI and has left us an incredible mark on our minds. Ms. Princy Randhawa's extensive experience in the field has undoubtedly made this lecture unforgettable experience for all of us. I would like to express our gratitude to our respected director, sir, providing us the platform to host such enlightening events. Your continuous efforts in bringing distinguished speakers like Ms. Princy Randhawa to our campus are highly appreciated. I would like to thank all the staff members, our respected faculty members, for working tirelessly for making such events a successful one. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the cultural committee members for organizing such events. Thank you very much for all.
Now, I would request our director, sir, to do the felicitation of our esteemed guest.
It's connecting and then we'll just.
See, actually, what we are doing, one person is here, actually we'll do online. He's having his own company. If you need, we'll have 10-15 minutes interaction. You can ask questions because he is from Bangalore. So you can have an interaction and placements and all, what all, technologies they are using. Right?
That is beneficial for everyone.
Just 10-15 minutes, that is for you.
देखिए ऐसा है out of bonds of courtesy, this gentle lady is here with us and she's helping us a long way to get my students connected to the industry. Number one. Number two, she will be helping us in the placements. And number three is like if you are interested in the corporate connect and then you want to have your own startups like of a structure. So this resource person which we are about to connect with you online. So this is a boon to us. This is too much beneficial. If we have 10 minutes, we can spare 10 minutes for the interaction so that we catch him and we have a cross talk and then we can ask any question related to your domain, related to your profession, related to your user prospect, related to your placement, related to your professional career, and then you can even ask about the help that the gentleman is about to offer us. So that's a very great thing, and we should owe great respect and regard to the gentlelady that he is helping us to do this for us. Okay, and I wish it will take us 1 or 2 minutes to get connected, and then you will be definitely online, and then you will be asking questions, and he will be talking to you directly. Okay, all the best.
Hello. System is already connected Umar sir.
Bus, please.
My cards here. If anybody wants, they can take
Bus, please.
माइक तो आराम से आराम से
मैंने लिंक भेजा है जूम पे व्हाट्सएप पे जूम लिंक फास्ट ज्वाइन करो आई डोंट नीड माइक
आप फोन पे तो बोल रहे हो
हाँ ठीक है
स्पीकर कनेक्टेड है सुधार के समय
Yeah. Should I make it low or should I increase the volume?
Yes, now it's fine. Now it's fine. So we have actually students from PC and MC. So they need actually assist the placements and some exposure to how they can actually have those skills. So you can interact.
When it comes to CMIs, IITM students ready to go out and make it happen. So, what was calculated? Okay, I've been a data scientist for around 12 years. Is it? Just raise your hands if it's possible that students just raise your hands. Possible? Yeah, okay. So, I'm guessing Princy told me that you guys are from DCA and MCA.
EBA and MBA.
Okay. So we have specialization in data analytics, in data science, in machine learning area, in business analytics, cloud computing, and digital marketing. So far we have an institute in the market of Bangalore City, and many students come to us to get trained and they get placed as well. So by being in this position, I'm trying to understand a bit about how students in universities are disposed mentally with respect to the curriculum taught in the university and what is the expectation from the industry. So let me just ask you a few questions. When you enter an educational institute, you pay the fees, correct? Yes? And when you go to a job, they pay you, correct? You understanding what I'm saying? Not understanding?
Not here.
Not here, okay. No, sorry, that make something happen for you guys so that
No, it's fine.
it's got that?
Is it audible to you? Yeah.
What about that? Is it better now? Detect the audio? Can you help me out?
Change the voice room with the speaker.
Action.
You can try it.
Yeah, how about that? Is it okay now?
Could you please stop?
Please stop.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is it good now? Better? Better? Cool. Okay. Then I will maintain this. So that was keyword. When you go to an educational institute, you are the one who pay the fees to get the learning, correct? And when you go to a job, they are supposed to pay you to do something for them, correct? So imagine this, if they have to pay you, you have to learn that stuff at top level. To learn that stuff at that level, you have to experience those kind of projects. Because the university syllabus is structured so that you can get the base foundation. But in industry, sometimes they themselves don't know what kind of projects are coming for them. So what kind of people they want? You want people who are flexible and are ready to adapt. So you should have a general acumen for technology. You should be a seeker, you should be enthusiastic, you should be adventurous. More than anything, you should not be afraid of talking about technology. With that, so what I'm trying to get you into the frame is trying to do a lot of case studies related to your subject. If you have a BCA, Bachelor of Computer Application, the name itself defines that you have to be more focused on application-centric modules of computer science. Not computer science as in trying to tune an algorithm, but you should be more about developing an application for different platforms. A BCA or a student is expected to know their stuff about full stack web development, AWS Cloud, Azure Cloud, data analytics, Tableau, Power BI, these kind of stuff. The same thing when it comes to LCA, they have masters of computer application, so they might have the knowledge of, let's say, data analytics and how the entire pipeline of data analytics can be deployed on Amazon. So that's the difference between a PCA and an MCA person. A PCA or MCA have already passed through BCA. So the MCA person should have the domain knowledge and be able to deploy it as well. Deployment means Everything today is software, software as a service. So where do you deploy the service? On cloud. Right? So these kind of aspects you have to put together a project in your laboratory, work with your instructors, define the project, and it's okay. There are enough material on YouTube, enough material on on the website of the product owner. Like Amazon has its own course, Azure has its own course, Google has its own course. So leverage all this knowledge from the product companies and set up the whole curriculum for yourself. How about that? So that making sense? Raise a thumbs up if you're making sense if you're able to get me. Right? Okay, when it comes to the BBA or MBA, actually what happened now is MBA and BBA, Business Administration, Masters of Business Administration, that means everything right now is data driven. Academic structure has become data driven. Without data, you can't take a decision. Otherwise, it's becoming like imagine yourself being blindfolded. Somebody else put a black cloth on your eyes and they want you to lie. You see a feeling now uncomfortable, that's how the companies feel when they're trying to get new projects. Because they have no idea what the project will bring for them, no matter how much analysis you do. But if you have the right kind of data here, you feel much more comfortable taking decisions. So it's more about decision science. So actually all the AI, ML, and the data science, everything is about algorithmic learning and decision science. So there's a lot of material. Maybe one of the days I can actually go one-on-one with the faculty and I can share the enormous amount of material and the courses that we have accumulated, and I'd be more than happy to share that with the faculty. Any questions? Any questions that you have? Yeah?
If you have any questions, you can ask.
If somebody has any questions, you can ask. Or she can ask.
You all want to go for placements. So have you decided which company, because sir told everything is data driven now. Even I also talk about the data. Everything is now data. Anyone wants to go to data science? So you should have actually a question. Yeah. Yes, Vijay, one person. She has a question.
So my question is, I wanted to ask about, since we talked about data science and you talked about a little more about artificial intelligence. I wanted to know about how data science and artificial intelligence are correlated to each other. Since maybe data science is all about working on that complex amount of data. So can we utilize that data in artificial intelligence? And how is that beneficial for us in our future? Since I want to go in data science, I guess. Yeah.
So Vijay, first you answer. So how AI and data science is related to each other?
And how can we see our future?
And how can we see our future in this data science?
First of all, I would like to compliment you that I clearly audible when I speak. Can you ask go to the question if she's able to hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, right. So you understand the difference between artificial intelligence and data science.
I don't want to know the difference. I want to know how they are correlated to each other.
How they are correlated to each other.
How can we utilize the data from data science in artificial intelligence? Since we can use the data in artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Thank you.
So let me break a myth for you guys. Let me break a myth. This happened about 1947 or 1950s. About 75 years ago, 72, 75 years ago, somewhere in California Institute of Technology, 3 people were working. One was Von Neumann. You know about Von Neumann's architecture of computer? Von Neumann's architecture? right? And other AU, memory and all that, both are kinds of architecture. Both are of the computer scientist, I am doing with the computer scientist, and there are one more worker, but I forget his name. So I had three people, they were trying to create artificial neurons. Okay, they got an idea that if we can create artificial neurons which can fire and take decisions, then we have created artificial life. That's what their mindset was. Can we mimic what's happening in our brain on a logic sheet of paper, on logical gated circuitry? That was the effect. Later, when these things came out, people started calling this in different names. So artificial intelligence is more about how do you implement the intelligent algorithms. Data science is about how do you prepare the data so that this intelligent algorithm can absorb the data and do its magic. So AI is about neural networks. So you have to study neural networks, somewhere the neural structures, the Google playground which gives you TensorFlow, the deep learning aspects of it. Right? So this, if you are able to implement this, then you are an AI engineer. If you have to learn about data cleaning, data pre-processing, using statistics, do the prescriptive statistics, then you are more like a data scientist. Because you are a scientific minded person who can take logical decisions based on data, logical analysis. If you can implement machine learning algorithms and deploy it, you are machine learning engineer. And if you can deploy using neural networks, you are AI engineer. So I'll actually give you a much more detailed idea in a separate webinar when we talk about it. F6, would that be okay?
Yeah, we can plan actually next time.
Yeah, I can explain in detail, show every particle, and then you'll get the idea about it.
I think here what is data science. Yeah, thank you. Any other questions? So, like Vijay, I just want to ask, how can you actually help these students for the placement and all?
We can, first of all, we'll have to actually we'll conduct an assessment test for everybody. We will see what their aspirations are and how prepared they are for it. And if we see that there is a gap in the preparation, then we will create a course for it and we'll develop a course for all the students for different technologies. If somebody wants to go for data science, then we'll give a data science course. If somebody wants to do data analytics, then we'll make data analytics. Somebody wants to go into full stack web development, web services and all, then we can give that. Depends on what student wants to get into. You cannot get into everything. You cannot do everything. You have to figure out what you want. So we can have a discussion on what exactly you would like to do, and based on that we can do that. Sounds good? Yeah.
Thank you. This is clear. We should have actually an assessment. What do you want to do? So according to your knowledge and your aspiration, we can go with that particular course. I think that is good. Right? Yeah. So we can then accordingly we can create that course for you. It sounds good. Yeah.
We would love to have a session about it.
Yeah.
Because as I decided, still is not fine-tuned.
So yeah, we can have that because now there is a problem with the sound also. So I think we can have an offline session next time so that you can interact with the students also. Yeah, fine. Thank you so much.
Take care. Hope to meet you quite soon.
Yeah, and if you have any email ID or you can share the email ID or phone number.
Yeah. Please take my email.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll share with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you so much. So Anytime you can contact me, right?
Thank you all for your patient listening. I hope you all have a wonderful day.